Hey, End Time Watchman, I'm back. I'm going to get to some of these documents. Y'all bear with me. See, one of the overall objectives of the Fed's assertion is much information, or to acquire as much information on the millions of Americans prior to the critical incidents they will create or permit to occur. Okay? Listen, they've already had the plans to solicit community snitches. And the feds will empower those snitches to monitor others. They will promote and encourage community monitoring from people to report activities, suspicious individuals, neighbors, to the centralized FEMA offices. Okay, what am I saying by that? Well, let me tell you what Billy's saying. I'm saying that you should know who the puppets are, who the moles are, who the enemies are, and who the friends are. If you think about what I'm telling you, I moved on from the guns, the food, and the herbal remedies, and I made over 200 videos. Now I'm fixing to get to the meat and potatoes of everything. They've been watching you. And whether you believe it's true or not, they've been watching you. They have snitches that know you, and you don't realize it, but you know snitches. You just don't know they're snitches. You see. Am I trying to create paranoid and people to be paranoid and not trust anybody? No. But look, as I've drawn a stake up right there, you can know a snitch. I can promise you. I don't care how daggum good they've trained them. You'll know a snitch. A snitch has always got money, regardless of whether he's working or not. A snitch will always be sucked up to you. A snitch will be so engulfed by what you have to say. A snitch will never let you know if they go away, where they're going. And the list goes on and on. Do I make myself, in other words, do I open the door up for you to think about who is a snitch and who ain't a snitch? Because I got the documents in front of me. Will I ever reveal my source? No, I will not. You're just going to have to either trust me or just forget about me. Okay? Anyway, let's move on. Can I tell you where they borrowed this from? They borrowed this from the Nazi Germany. When people would turn against each other, rewarding, watch this. This instills fear on the population as nobody wants to be reported for anything. Okay? Rewarding community snitches with a sense of empowerment and duty to the feds along with food, water, medications, heat, tobacco, alcohol, permission for limited travel, false safety, induces some persons to become snitches. Feeding them money, taxpayer money, and the list goes on and on. Think about what I'm telling you. This is coming to America, you see. I'm going to tell you, I recommend that each one of you search and research Nazi Germany and how they perfected developing the snitch network for the SS Gestapo and how it was so effective and forced many persons to operate underground network to survive and not be imprisoned. I suggest you look it up and study it. Now, you don't have to. You can think I'm some kind of idiot. That's fine. A lot of people do. I got family members think I'm stupid. But you know those family members that think I'm stupid? And those so-called friends in Georgia that think I'm stupid? Let me tell you something. It doesn't bother me. Because, number one, those that say that have always wanted to be in control and be in power, so they're no different than the New World Order. As long as they have their damn way, and I'm saying damn because it's in the Bible, as long as they have their way, nobody pushes their friggin' buttons, and they get what they want, they're good to go, you see. That's the way and I don't care if family or not. It don't make no damn difference to me. I call a spade, you see. And if you realize it that in the Word of God it says, He didn't come to bring peace but a sword. What you going to do with that verse and twist it out of context? But a man's enemy will even be those of his own household. His own family members will become his enemies in the end time. 3 against 2. And the mother-in-law against mother. I'm against daughter-in-law. And the list goes, just look it up and read it, is what I'm trying to tell you. Am I telling you not to trust your wife? No, I'm not. I trust mine with my life. I trust my children with my life. But I got kin folks I wouldn't trust no dang further than I could throw them. Because number one, I've already seen it. They wouldn't piss in your lungs if your guts was on fire, you see. Even though they're family. I've seen them sue people. And I've experienced it myself when I didn't even do it and built a house for somebody and they put a deck on the back and they forgot to flash it and they said I rotted the damn house. I mean, give me a break. I'm not being religious tonight. I'm telling you, I'm pissed off. End Time Watchman's pissed off, and I'm just being down to human earth with you, and I'm telling you that you, by God, better wake up and know your enemy. You better know the snitch, and you better know who will stick with you to the end. Because I got news for you. A friend will stick closer than any brother, sister, aunt, or uncle you ever had or ever got. And I'm not saying you don't have any of those that I mentioned that will stick with you. But I am saying, I'm sending this out to those that are questionable acquaintances with some of their family members. By God, you better not tell them nothing and you better not let them in. You might want to tell them, hey, this stuff's for real. If they roll their eyes at you and turn their head, say, you know what? That's one friggin' idiot I ain't got to feed. I'm just, End Time Watchman, just being straight up with you, brother. Let's move on. Feds prior anticipated flashpoints for civil unrest focused on statistically appointed, I'm going to make sure I don't let this be seen, population. The concern they have is with the fact that 60% of the U.S. population resides within 100 miles of all U.S. borders and coastlines, you see. Therefore, initially, their protected hot zone areas would be within these portions of the USA. But by no means have they underestimated or failed to address the heartland of USA, not to engage the resistance or civil unrest against the feds. They have a well-planned response to any major city in the U.S. Do you remember what I told you to get out of the cities, the big cities? Get out now. If there's any way on this earth you can get out, I don't care if you got to live with a family member, get the hell out of the cities, the big cities now. Get out of them. I mean, get out of them now. I'm going to cut this short where I won't have to go into this other, because this other part's long and I don't know if I can get it in 10 minutes. Get out of them. They've already made their plans. They've already done their drills. They've already seen what they're going to do in the major cities. They're going to lock you down. They're going to starve you to death. They're going to shoot your butt if you smart mouth them or anything. I'll be back. End Time Watchman, don't go nowhere. Don't change that dial. We're on fire tonight. Don't go nowhere.